One. Make sure it's on. Save. Okay. Okay. Send it to everyone. All right. The podcast has officially begun. I got to get it onto the fucking Twitter, but my phone just dropped. Great.
All right. You do that. I'm going to go throw this around the other Discord channels I'm in.
All right. Well, everybody, welcome to the official Outlaw Dive podcast. If this thing is even running right now, is it even showing anything?
It says it's live on my end.
Okay,
I haven't
good.
turned
It's
the
live.
audio on yet, so.
All right. Well, I see it's now.
minute.
It's on now. There we go. All right. Cool. Sorry about that. Anyway, welcome to the official
Audio's
third
working.
episode
Cool.
of the Outlaw Dive. We were supposed to be up on our own channel, but due to my own incompetence, that didn't happen. So yeah, we'll be doing this one more time on here on this channel. Then we're gonna officially move all of these episodes onto the official Dive channel once it gets all completed.
I just want to say one thing. Rust, it's not completely your fault.
I mean,
I have no idea how to work OBS in the first place, so this would have been...
You need to learn. It's not that hard.
Delta, as an
I
audio-video
know.
technician, I must correct you. The pronunciation is OBS.
Reactor?
It's not GIF. It's
I'm going to
GIF.
find a very special tank that will make your grandfather cry. God damn it.
Wait, I'm actually curious about that. Who here actually says JIF?
GIF versus GIF. I'm a hard G. I'm a believer in the hard G.
Whoa,
I've got
cool
to
with
pass.
the
I say
hard-
GIF. I say
whoa,
GIF.
Whoa, cool with the hard G remarks here.
My great aunt is a GIF. It's okay.
Okay.
It's okay. I have some GIF friends.
It's okay. I could say I have some GIF friends. It's okay. All right. Anyway, welcome to the podcast. Sorry for all that retardation. Anyway, we have us with us today. Myself as usual. Fucking had a stroke. We have myself as usual, Deputy Rust. We also have with us Sir Delta.
Hello, yes. Sorry, I'm a little unresponsive right now as I'm spreading the link to the many other Discords and whatnot, trying to get people in here. I'm also a little dead. There was a storm last night, blew down a tree. I spent all day cutting it the fuck up, and I'm still not done.
Oh, that's fun.
Oh yeah!
Is
Can
this
we
one of
just
those
get a
arcs
fucking
where like
voice clip of that? That was a bit too perfect there for an oh yeah. All right. And then we also tonight we have with us Unstable Reactor, aka Brock.
Oh yeah.
How's it going?
All right, and then we
You
also have
son of
our
a bitch.
We also have our Dive Approved members as well, our usual Dive Approved people who join us on these podcasts, Bonsai Head and Claylex, the creators of Wasteland Wrestler DX and Clayman, respectively.
Berserk Penis Monster?
Whoa.
Stop it, fucking hell.
How do I say something after that?
The Berserk Penis Monster is a part of the Prager University test.
Please welcome the newest ever approved, the Berserk Penis Monster.
The Berserk Penis Monster is clearly designed for penetration purposes. Present it to the nearby hole and dig deep. That fucking came out of my mouth.
Now we gotta play Chicago Old Days to
The
think
new
that
monster
what you
has
just
been
said.
designed to be able to get 33% deeper than older models, while being able to go 15% faster as well.
I mean, where do you go after this?
I know, that's what I'm saying.
That is a wonderful. Well, here's the thing. How was everyone else's month since we last had the podcast?
Well, let me tell ya, it's hot out here. I'm sweating more than a Marvel economics person looking at their sales. This is my inappropriate boss from the 1920s voice.
Wow.
You, I am
Yeah,
so
sorry
glad you
about that. I kept missing. Yeah, I guess I kept missing all the podcasts every single time. I've been so busy.
What do you mean? You've
With,
been with every
you
single
know-
episode, haven't you?
yeah, you've been in every one, man.
Oh yeah, I have, haven't I?
Fucking.
It's bi-weekly!
Wait, you guys didn't do any podcasts like this entire month since I
No,
was.
like I was.
No,
Look, dude.
because last time we ran into a huge issue where we couldn't do it.
I know. I
Yeah,
was the
I know.
one that was waiting, and then it's like Delta's like, no, dude, wait. Don't go in yet because I gotta check. And then he's like, okay, dude, I'm sorry, it's canceled. Because usually I'm the one that kind of gets in first and knows this before you.
Yeah.
But
It's because I'm such an important like essential member. If I'm not there, nobody can show up.
All right.
No, that'd be me. I'm sorry. That'd be me, not you. I'm sorry.
I mean, who? If I'm not here, who's gonna make the berserk penis monster references?
We
Me.
have Reactor for that one.
I don't do the berserk penis monster references. I'm just Skull Knight.
Just skull.
Some person said that I'm Guts, and I guess because he has the tan GF, tomboy GF, so you know what, that makes me happy. That's all I care.
God, that reminds me. I just finished fucking rewatching the '97 anime with a few friends.
It's
fucking-
good. It's genuinely good. It's a really great adaptation.
Oh yeah, no.
of how weird it is.
It's fucking great. Though they kept shitting on the music choice the whole time.
What was
The music choice is the best fucking part of the whole thing.
I know. I was trying to tell him. That. And when I told them, hey, yeah, no, this is Guts' theme, and they're like, this is Guts' theme? What?
My favorite
I'm
part of
just a
Berserk
girl
was
who
when-
can't say no. Can't.
We
My
also
favorite part of-
finished the show by watching the bloopers, as we should, Zach, so yes.
God,
So
why?
the fact that some dude actually fucking sung that as a blooper just gives me life. I'm sorry.
No,
What is-
it's great. I fucking love that half of the Griffith bloopers are they just let him sing a show tune.
I'm sorry, but that's way too fucking in character for Griff. I feel like this dude is a musical theater kid that just got bullied way too many times and called cringe, and then he was like, "Fuck it, end of the world."
I can see it.
My
I
favorite
can
Berserk moment was when my pal Deputy Rust was walking down the trail and I rode up, clad in skeleton armor on my bone horse and said, hey man, Eclipse is coming, path of causality and shit.
Oh man, you could call that horse a boner.
So
That was
Takes
an awful
equals
joke.
to one
Yo,
destination only.
wait,
the bone
no,
zone.
We're here to announce that the Outlaw Dive is closing down after that joke. No more,
Russ,
no more comics,
Russ,
no more
no,
nothing.
we
It's
can
over.
tie it back. We can tie it back.
Okay,
So-
we tied that back. I literally just did a shitty
Russ,
demolition
could you
impersonation saying "don't boner."
Could you then say that horse is the penis monster then?
And that's when I realized that was the penis monster. And the Skull Knight
That's when I
line.
looked to my left. I looked to my right. Everyone was the penis monster. The penis monster was the friends we made along the way.
And that's when I realized I was gay.
Well, you have
Penis monster.
you have some explaining to do then to someone, Rust.
Okay. All right.
Well,
Anyway, let's actually get,
Yeah.
let's get into some actual serious fucking news. So I saw.
Okay.
Yes. So, first thing, Rust, if I may.
Mhm.
So we haven't really been doing like the questions or answers or any of that shit. Because honestly, the ones we've gotten in the question channel on our Discord, most of them are shit posts.
Yeah. which is
Yeah.
unfortunate.
You know who you are.
We're not gonna name any
So-
names. Tango.
Yep.
Fucker. Anyway, so to help with this, we're gonna be changing that up a little bit. We're not really gonna be using that channel anymore. It might go away. It might not. Honestly, it doesn't fucking matter at this point.
Yeah. So what we're gonna probably do is that oh god, my computer's hitting the shitter. Fucking hell.
Oh no.
We can still hear you, but well, you take care of that.
Okay.
So yeah, we're just gonna change it up a little bit. If you make any shit posts in the questions,
Bonsai.
we will find.
I'm still
we-
trying to explain the shit
we-
to me.
We
Please.
will find you. We will find you.
Oh god.
No matter where you hide.
Fucking hell.
If you shit post, we will find you.
Anyway.
Anyways, keep going. Sorry.
So for real though, with the Q&A, what we're gonna do is instead we're going to have all the questions be sent. You will send your questions to the official email address, which is outlawdive@gmail.com. Send your questions through
Yes.
there, and then at the end of the time while we're getting the podcast set up. We'll answer your questions that way. I think that way it just kind of separates it, because I know with Discord everybody likes to fucking meme in every single channel. So yeah.
In the event that email is not in service, you may also direct your questions to the secondary email, 6969 skeletonboner _ XX lowercase x uppercase x 69 at gmail.hotmail.net.org.
Gmail Hotmail, you motherfucker!
Gmail Proton. No one uses Proton except me.
Okay, so anyway, back on to some other news. So, as a lot of people know, that we have finally started working on the website. There's not much to it, kind of bare bones, but it is being worked on. We're working on getting some more content out. Also, one more important thing to let people know about, which is a rather big thing. Hold on.
Yeah, take time.
Give me a second. Fucking help. Come on. Don't worry, sorry, my thing is just being slow. My computer's being slow again. I gotta get a brand new computer. Computer, can you
send your Twitch donations out to Deputy? Get him a $10,000 computer. He'll play Goosebumps on it, I'll guarantee.
If you could just get like more RAM for it, that might be a problem.
No, I have a laptop that's specifically made not to be modified. So, it's a little bit of a pain in the ass to modify.
Oh, alright, that's fair.
I thought you were gonna say I have a laptop specifically designed to be shit.
See, it's shit on purpose.
You say that, and then you say that, and then I look at my laptop, which has tamper-proof screws.
All right. Anyway, so I was trying to get to the deadline because I know I had on Twitter on hand. That's what I was gonna try to do.
Yep.
Well,
man, I'm still just riding that high that like the website actually exists now.
Yeah.
By the way, you guys need to change the picture for DX on the website.
I'll work on it.
It's a slow process. The man has a lot on his plate. All right.
Yeah, it's like, please don't like tell him too, because then Deputy will just melt into a puddle right in front of him.
I can manage the website. Don't worry. I'm not gonna put in any penis monsters on the website.
So I think for those of you who don't know, we are working on the Outlaw Dive magazine. The Outlaw Dive magazine is basically going to be a monthly service where we're pretty much promoting a bunch of different comics, including our own that we promote on the Outlaw Dive. But essentially, it's going to be a way so we can get people to... It's like a little community hub, like a magazine that could be viewed online for free. Tons of different comics, which includes ads, other comics, one-shots, things like that, even news articles and things like that. For right now, it's obviously going to be a little bit small. It's the starting of the project. But if you have a comic that you're interested in, or like you want to put your comic in, or an advertisement, we will be posting it on that there. So if you want to go and submit for that, I would suggest check out the Outlaw Dive Twitter account. That's at Outlaw Dive on Twitter. And go to the pinned tweet. It will give you all the information that you need. There's a Google Doc that clarifies everything. If you want to have your comic featured or just have an advertisement for it in there, please be sure to look at it. We're closing submissions on the 25th. We may have an extension period, but regardless, please, if you want to have your comic promoted, bring it there. We want to try to make this the next big thing.
Yep. We'll take just about anything. Just about. There are limits.
For more terms and conditions, please visit the Outlaw Dive Discord and read up on our regulations.
When you sign on the terms and conditions, you give up your right to say poggers.
No! Get me out of here!
You've already signed the contract. You're stuck in here forever.
Take my soul, take my money, but don't take my right to pogger.
Misery, misery, misery. That's what you've chosen. I offer you friendship, and you pog in my face.
Don't use pog.
And they found you poggers for a little while, the people of this city.
But the one thing they love more than seeing someone do a pog is to see if you're a fall. Be cringe.
Pog trying.
Pog trying.
They'll turn on you, Spider-Man, when they see us for what we really are.
We could rule this city, or we could pog to the death.
Bonsai and I, we're gonna have a hell of a time.
We're
If
gonna
this
have a
podcast just
fucking
become us
time.
quoting Spider-Man 1, I'm fucking into it. Let's go.
Hold- now that Spider-Man, we could be
Number
pog
one,
champs
no.
together and rule the city.
Let
Let's see.
the pod, the
Evan,
woman you
Evan
love.
say no. Rule number one: no
Oh.
porn.
The
No.
little pog
The
chat.
subs, Osborne! First, we strike the subs!
Tell me how.
Tell me how.
Pogs, Osborne.
All right.
Okay,
okay.
All right.
Pogs.
All right, guys. I think that's enough of this bit.
Yeah.
So,
Never enough. It's
So-
never enough.
Okay, so
no, shut the fuck up, Bonsai.
also
Oh.
more actual news I found out. Apparently,
Yes.
Dan Slott is not working on Spider-Man anymore, so that's another fun transition.
Oh.
So yeah, apparently, which depending on who you are, you might be very happy about that, or you might be very upset. But I know more people that are very happy about that than anything. So it's a very interesting.
I haven't read any Dan Slott Spidey, I must say. I haven't been keeping up with American comics all that much recently.
I mean,
aside from a
you're
couple.
not missing out, really. You're not missing out. I mean, there's.
By the way, when I say American comics, I should be more specific. Superhero comics. There's still a shit ton of awesome like American-made comics that like aren't superhero that are still really good.
Sorry, I'm commissioning.
I
data
like
for
the Family Guy comic where Peter Griffin makes a cutaway joke. That's my favorite.
Hey, Brian.
God
remember this
damn
one
it, you
time-
Canadian fuckwit.
Hey, Brian, remember this one time we actually took over Marvel Studios? Holy crap, we're actually in the MCU!
Oh,
Holy crap,
God.
Lois! This podcast is going nowhere.
Hey, Papa.
I was gonna
Peter,
say.
it's me, Iron Wang, a giggity.
All right.
Remember that one time
so,
we absolutely hijacked the Outlaw Die podcast? I swear to goodness, that was actually one of the best thrills of my time. Completely
My
derailed.
God.
Yeah, this is all right. So,
Okay, Russ. You said you had some topics for this podcast. Now's the time to whip them out before it's too late.
Yes, please. Yes,
those
please.
are
Yeah.
the only fucking two I had.
Oh, okay. Well, here's the thing. Hey, how was everyone's month since we didn't really do a podcast the last time we were supposed to?
Yeah.
You already asked that.
And no one fucking answered.
That's fair.
I said, like, what did I say? I said, like, oh, it's actually been doing pretty good. I'm working on part 2 of the Clayman Demon Hunter Raven crossover with my friend Nicholas. Got some commissions going. I actually no, I don't want to say because I don't want to stress Rust out enough as is.
Don't
But,
worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
But anyway.
What was it? I'm trying to get some stuff going, but seems like everyone's busy. But again, I don't mind that. They got their artwork they got to draw for everybody else.
I'm still working on DX. I'm almost done with this latest chapter. That's going to be the end of the first arc for DX, and then I'll be moving on to, I guess the bigger storyline I've got planned. So it's going pretty good. I'm excited to get there.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, that's always good.
Currently, I've been working between a couple of jobs that I have. The predominant one of the three being graphic design. The other being that I am an instructor for a couple of different arts programs, one of which is teaching illustration in comics and manga style, which is kind of fun.
Oh
So
shit!
got some students developing some comic concepts there, and that's really fun because when you're helping people walk through that sort of thing from the ground up again, it kind of reminds you of, the process of starting out and figuring it out and where series were when you were starting out with them, which is really interesting because it's sort of at the point now in my career where a lot of it, it's not boring or routine or anything like that, but you know what I mean? Like the sort of process of finding your way has already kind of taken place, and now it's more the process where everybody's always learning, everybody's always improving, but it's gone from the point where like you're discovering a whole thing about techniques. It's like, oh my god, cross-hatching! And now it's more like, now, how did Jack Kirby handle cross-hatching? Was it tackled on a Eastern to Western difference of sensibilities on a technical level? Where can we draw the line on what technique originates in which nationality? And it's like, Yeah, like it gets to a point where it gets to be a bit of an academic process rather than, a discovery one. And it's kind of neat to go back and walk through those stages again with younger artists because they have exactly the same level of enthusiasm for it. Like, I'm just as excited to be teaching that class as they are to be taking it.
Yeah.
But we're at different stages in our artistic journeys, and it's really fun to be able to have discussions and talk about, shortcuts and techniques and stuff that I find useful. Suggest
It's me. I'm the young student.
I just want to bring up one thing. Reaction. The minute you just made like a weird image pop in my head. You have Kamina at like the front of like a college class, but instead of his katana, it's a giant like tablet stylus, and all the students are just various Simones.
I'll be honest. I'm pretty sure a class with Kamina as a professor would probably be like one of the worst classes. Hot take.
Yeah.
It'd be him rambling about manliness for like an hour, like students trying to like write shit down, but having no fucking idea what he's talking about.
Kamina.
If you don't believe in your own line art, believe in the me who believes in your line art.
If I say it's good line art, it's fucking good. Now get to coloring, Simone number 25.
Then you give him the art. And he's like, "This is shit. Start over." What was I thinking? I don't believe in you.
I will say, just something to throw out there, honestly, since the topic of Kamina and, the paragon of manliness line that Kamina has there, it's not a complete one-to-one with this, because what's actually really awesome, and I'm super psyched about, honestly, as an instructor, is that, like, everybody talks about, the lack of diversity or the need for diversity in different arts industries.
Yeah.
And what's really incredible, and I'd like to just put out there and just voice my really vocal appreciation of and support for, is the diversity of the students that I've been teaching. Different nationalities, different backgrounds, different genders. Everybody comes from different areas, but they're unified by their interest in and their love of the arts. And what's really exciting about that is that there's people who might otherwise have not met. They come from completely different schools or backgrounds. Some of them are homeschooled and just like straight up would not meet some of the other kids that I'm teaching. And what's awesome is just the level of kindness that they show to each other, the open-mindedness, the enthusiasm they show for the craft and for the series that they enjoy and inspired them to do their own stuff. And that's awesome. Like, it's just such a positive energy to be surrounded by.
That's
especially
the love. That's the good shit.
Reactor trying to shill his class so that we all join.
Listen, man, he's talking about his wholesome college class that he teaches. There is nothing wrong with that.
Look, I'm just salty because like I've never been in a wholesome college class.
Fuck
We're just scrambling to survive.
Give me a second. Let me go find my Monopoly money, and then I'll be able to pay up real fast.
I actually had a question / subject for the podcast. How do you? We were talking about we mentioned Kamina for a second there, and like how he's a paragon of manliness. How do you guys define manliness to you in a character? What makes a manly character to you guys?
Dad,
That's a good question. When I
think
make
it's spectrum, personally. I think that on one end you've got like, the Rob Liefeld,
I'm a man with 12 sets of abs and like 1 million pockets on my costume, and those pockets are all full of guns.
And then you've got the other end of it where you've got like, Peter Parker. And like Peter Parker is, let's be real. Peter Parker is supposed to be like skinny and scrawny and nerdy, but as soon as he's in the Spider-Man costume, dude's got defined abs and biceps and like killer calves, right? Like I would kill for calves.
I think like the reason like we don't see it right when Peter's like in normal is because he wears loose clothing, so that's why it's like we don't see the abs and all that.
Dress shirt and khakis.
Yeah,
those things
exactly.
don't really show it off very much.
I mean, for sure, but I mean, come on, like so he bumps into somebody in the hallway and they like bump into his rock hard abs and I'm like, damn, Peter, what gym do you go to? Planet Fitness?
The library.
Do you work with Clark? Clark's my trainer.
I lift books.
We should bench together, Peter.
I lift books. I'll go to the library.
There is a spectrum, but I think like the spectrum goes in multiple directions.
No, yeah, but there is a key trait. I think it's just more about like sticking your ground. Really, is what you could really define as. You know,
That is like a very common thing I've seen. Because there was another thing I read like a few months ago that one could look at the motherfucker and go, "That's a manly ass son of a bitch." Fucking. It was a manga, Sun Ken Rock, made by a fucking Boichi. That's right, the same guy who makes Doctor Stone.
Yeah,
This was like,
sorry,
yeah, Sun Ken Rock being like his first big manga, and just reading through the whole thing, watching this man come up from a shitty kid who went to Korea to follow the girl he loved to then turn into literally the crime lord of the world.
I gotta
Those
read
really
that
do
manga.
change, man.
You make a good pitch.
Kim Jong-woo was just a regular kid until we
He's been by a radioactive crime lord!
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
No, okay,
yeah, no. There's like one line that stuck out to me so much when I was reading it, and it was, "I may not be able to protect everyone, but I'm going to try my hardest and protect those in front of me."
Yeah, I think
That's not manly. That's just showing as fuck.
No, yeah, but that